Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture. He's Simon Miller from WhatCulture, and we are here with some breaking news whilst we are here in Dallas, Texas, of course, for WrestleMania weekend. And surprise, surprise, Simon, it is another story about Cody Rhodes returning to WWE at WrestleMania. Now, of course, the general consensus appears to be, after it being heavily employed on Raw for many, many weeks, that he is going to be the selected opponent by Vince McMahon for Seth Rollins on night one, I believe it is, of WrestleMania. But I predicted this. I knew we couldn't just travel here and be like, right, well, let's wait till Saturday. And more developments on this. Denise Salcedo has done a WrestleMania 38 predictions video with the brilliant Dave Meltzer, who's just chucked a little bit more fuel on that fire. And basically, she asked him about whether or not WWE could do the old swerve. People were speculating about it the other day when Shane McMahon was being rumoured to return to the ring for WWE soonish, possibly over WrestleMania weekend. Oh, the light's gone off. Good, keep going. Basically what happened was he seemed to imply that whilst he still personally believes that Cody Rhodes will be there, will be wrestling at WrestleMania, he said that some people close to Cody have suggested he could back out of it. What?
He's not going to back out of nothing.
No?
That's all I've got to say. No, but let me look at it. Let's look at it like this. You're Cody Rhodes. Lovely to see you again, Cody. I'm a big fan of yours.
Nice life.
Oh, absolutely smashing it, even though some people don't seem to understand this. But, you would put those kind of news out there, wouldn't you?
Yes.
If, for example, let's say one of us was going to be Seth Rollins' opponent, and someone sort of sniffed it out.
Speculation now.
There has been, yeah. You would do everything you could. We'd probably make a video, and you go, Simon, but of course it's not going to be me because it makes it more fun. I don't even mind if on the Saturday Seth Rollins is in the ring. Here comes the money.
Yes.
Out comes Shane McMahon. Internet melts down. I'll be laughing, going tee. But then on Sunday, that's when you do the Cody thing.
Yes.
Have some fun with it. Use the 2 nights. Give it more justification. But I'm happy to say, on the pain of shaving all my hair off, that Cody Rhodes will 100% be at WrestleMania, be it day 1 or day 2.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was speculation, obviously, when they were doing the whole back and forth with the contract, where he officially left AEW, but then there seemed to be developing issues with whether it be the contract or control over what happens with his storylines with him or whatever it may be. But then when that report came out in mid-March, where it was he's definitely signed with WWE, I thought that had just put it all to bed. But like you say, if you're a wrestler, it's like people don't remember what happened. They all just, whether it's someone's going to AEW or not, or Rollins is doing stuff on his Twitter of maybe I'll be wrestling this guy or this guy. This is part of the WrestleMania experience of especially because it's WWE and the amount of times we go, are they going to give us what we actually want this time?
Do you remember when Edge was coming back at the Royal Rumble? Did he tweet, not now, not ever, 2 months later, he's back? It's the right thing to do. And it's kind of a shame that we live in a day and age where some people don't enjoy being worked.
Yes.
They feel like, oh, how dare you do this to me, even that's the whole point of wrestling. But let's say we'll go into Dreamland. Mm-hmm. Cody Rhodes somehow has gotten out of his contract, which by the way is very difficult, and he's not going to appear at WrestleMania. I think WWE are smart enough. I know we give them a hard time about some things. They would put the machine in gear to make. There would be some evidence that they're going in a different direction. I'm not saying they would come out and go, he's not here.
Yes.
But you would do some kind of social media thing or whatever it may be on SmackDown. And there's been none of that. No. This is just a random, offhanded comment that, once again, people are so invested in the Cody Rhodes story, they want to talk about it. Now, spinning it positively, I think that's awesome. Because when Cody Rhodes left in 2016, this is what he wanted to become.
Yes.
And now here we are. Cody Rhodes can't get up in the morning without someone going, I think he woke up. Quick, make a news story.
I think it's also because this is one of those brain-melting stories of the year in terms of it's Cody.
Yeah.
It was originally Mr. AEW. Aside from Tony Khan showing up as part of WWE, there's not many other people that it would have been suggested last year, oh, that guy's going to jump to WWE.
Definitely.
No one would believe it. So I think it's one of those. I think it's yet again, people add credence to this because it's I'll believe it when I see it, whether or not they make him be bloody Stardust, like some people say. They're not going to do that either. They're not stupid. They may ruin him. They may ruin him in 3 weeks. He could be fighting for the US title, and people have to desperately clutch at straws that he's actually doing something. But I think yeah, he's going to show up, he's probably going to beat Seth, and he may well fight for the world title relatively swiftly after that, because...
We need a new one on Raw.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you do that? And do you know what you could even do too? He beats Seth, you then do a rematch for the new world championship. You could have Seth beat him there. That's okay. Then go into a feud between the two. Let's get a SummerSlam. Let's give the championship to Cody. Like, it doesn't have to. Look, sometimes guns are blazing is the best thing ever. I will always say when Asuka got called up, we should have just carried on her undefeated streak. Even to this day, she should have been undefeated. But with Cody is different. Like, Cody is, even if in 6 months he was Stardust, Cody is still a made man in the wrestling industry. He's making a lot of money. When his contract is done with WWE, he'd still be able to go anywhere and create a kind of a buzz, because he's reached that level that when you do break through, I mean, you'd really have to fall off the deep end. And I don't think he's going to do that, because I think he's too smart. And I think he's too aware of what wrestling is. Look who his family, his family have been through this 1,000 times over.
Do you think they're going to do this? I mean, Denise is talking about there, the swerve. Do you think they're going to do that? Do you think they're going to do the straightforward, Vince comes out and goes, here's Cody Rhodes, or you have a bit, like you say, they have a bit of fun with it, whether you have Veer come out, or we were talking about it today randomly, like someone like Elias, or
he's dead.
Shane, or whatever it may be. Do you think they're going to do that, or do you think they're just going to do, because sometimes, like, you know, we pile on WWE a lot, but that Hardys at WrestleMania thing is perfect.
Well, let's not forget, the Hardys thing, we teased the New Day beforehand, right? A slight tease, but it was teased. John Cena, Undertaker, Elias did come out, that was fun. And I think it's a formula that works. So, look, if you want to, don't do Veer, because he's going to get destroyed. And we need Veer to be a very important superstar, otherwise you wasted 6 months of my life.
Yes.
But...
And that's the big hook for Raw, of course.
Dude, that's why I'm tuning in, that's why I'm going. But I think that you could do Shane. There's nothing wrong with taking away what people want, as long as within 24 hours you give them what they want. That's okay. That's a roller coaster ride. That's fine. Now, if we got to Sunday and Cody didn't turn up, completely different conversation. Yes. But to me, you get two fun reactions. You get Shane McMahon, people going, "You've got to be kidding me," and then you get the Cody one as and when that comes across. So I think as long as you're going to pay it off, if you can come up with an idea in the interim, I don't think it's a problem.
Do you know what I think is going to happen? Because remember when I think it was Kurt was becoming the general manager and they brought out Teddy Long, and it was like, no, it's not you.
Yeah.
Like, I can easily see Vince, because he's a heartless bastard. Let's be honest. Him saying, Seth, the person you're going to face, is a great wrestler and is the son of one of the greatest wrestling promoters and wrestlers of all time.
There it is.
Shane comes out, does all his dance, and he's like, what are you doing? It's not you, get out the way. And I think they do. If it's me, I do the full Cody pomp and ceremony entrance that he had in AEW.
You know, down straight, whoever that band is called, do them. Come out the middle.
Down straight.
Wherever they're called. I can't remember down straight. It's a good song. Better than that smoke and mirrors nonsense.
Oh.
Have him come out the middle. Do it all.
Yes.
Quick aside, right? I don't mean to steal the news here, but I can't get over this idea that we're mad at Cody Rhodes for having a central entrance. If we were going to start, I don't know, AMW tomorrow, probably has to be WMW. And I had some kind of control, I would say, well, here's what I want. The stupidest entrance you've ever seen. Because it's awesome.
Yes.
That's the best thing about wrestling. So I think there was that report a few weeks ago, wasn't there, that people close to Vince McMahon are saying, you must represent Cody, or present him, exactly how he was. Because then you're literally going, got the AEW guy, and that's what I want. That gets the biggest reaction too. And let's face it, I think it would be a great match. Don't even care about it. I just want Cody to come out. I wanted to get a superstar reaction. I wanted to have the tear. And I'm going to be like, what an incredible journey. 6 years of actually coming full circle to the thing that he said he was leaving to do. And you don't have to like it. That's cool. But I think it's a tremendous story.
But yet again, it's WrestleMania week, and you get the feeling that stories like this will keep happening right up until Cody Rhodes is in that WrestleMania ring.
And even then, some will go, Shane McMahon in a mask.
Exactly.
It's Mission Impossible mask BS.
Well, let us know your thoughts on this story in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. Speaking of WrestleMania 38 predictions, we'll be back a little bit later on today with ours, so make sure you stay subscribed to the channel for that one. But for now, this has been the news. My thanks to Simon Miller, who you can find on Twitter at
Simon Miller 316, not a referee reference, of course it is.
You can follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. But for now, my thanks to Miller. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.